Straight ahead, the WVU diving team regularly jumps off of platforms like the one I'm on all the time. I'll actually show you how high it is right now. I'm Patrick McCabe, and you're watching Mountaineer Playbook.
Next on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you about the newest addition to the largest state forest in West Virginia. I'm Ryan Darty. Stay tuned for that story next.
I'm Aaron Parker, and straight ahead, I'll tell you how one man went from WVU superfan to the sidelines of Milan Puskar Stadium. Mountaineer Playbook starts now.
WVU football has been dealing with a flurry of injuries this season, and quarterback Nicco Marchiol stepped up when they needed him to. I'm Zach Anderson.
And I'm Riley McMoyle. The WVU swimming and diving teams are preparing for the upcoming season with some familiar faces.
These stories and more coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, a sports magazine show produced by sports and adventure media students right here at West Virginia University.
Zach, after last season's lack of development in the tight end department, WVU has added a new coach, Blaine Stewart, to turn things around.
That's right, Riley. And so far, it's been paying off for the Mountaineers. Tight end play has already improved compared to last season. Aaron Parker joins us now in the studio with his segment, Coach's Corner. Aaron?
Zach, Riley, during the 2022 football season, WVU tight ends failed to catch a single touchdown during the 12-game season. Ahead of Neil Brown's 5th season at the helm, he found a new coach with some strong West Virginia roots. In the spring of 2023, the West Virginia football team announced the hiring of new tight ends coach Blaine Stewart. Stewart is no stranger to WVU, as his love for the program came from his late father, Bill Stewart, who served as an assistant coach from 2000 to 2007 before earning the head coach job in 2008.
When I pull in this parking lot, you know, it brings back a lot of memories.
Stewart's father was very beloved among Mountaineer Nation, as he delivered perhaps the most memorable speech in program history before leading the Mountaineers to an upset victory over Oklahoma in the 2008 Fiesta Bowl.
Leave no doubt tonight! Leave no doubt tonight! No doubt!
While Stewart grew up all around the West Virginia program, his new role was well earned. As the Morgantown native, served as assistant wide receivers coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers from 2018 to 2020. Stewart's presence has already been felt through 5 games this season, as starting tight end Cole Taylor has caught 13 passes for 166 yards and 2 touchdowns thus far.
Yeah, Blaine's doing a good job, for sure.
Stewart will look to continue developing the talented WVU tight end room and follow in his father's footsteps as a Mountaineer favorite. We wish Coach Stewart the best in his new role here in Morgantown, and we know he's making his father proud. Riley, Zach, back to you.
Thanks, Aaron. Another change for the WVU football team was at the quarterback position. They needed someone to step up, and one player did.
That's right, Zach. After an injury to Garrett Green, the redshirt freshman Nicco Marchiol had to take over. Our Kira Nadzadi joins us now from Studio B at the Media Innovation Center to explain in her segment, Beginner's Luck. Kira?
Zach, Riley, mental toughness. That's what WVU football coach Neil Brown said about redshirt freshman Nicco Marchiol during a team practice back in August. When quarterback Garrett Green was injured during the Backyard Brawl a few weeks ago, Marchiol stepped in and completed 6 consecutive passes. Andrew Corbett has the story.
When Garrett Green went down with an injury against Pittsburgh, WVU turned to freshman quarterback Nicco Marchiol, who saved the Backyard Brawl.
And I thought he made a really good big-time throw in the last series of the game when we went for the shot. I thought that was a great throw. For a guy making his first start in really poor weather and wet, I thought he did a pretty good job. We got to be better around him.
Marchiol had never started a game in his career, and yet he led the Mountaineers to victory in the biggest game of the season. But it didn't stop there.
I personally think if you're not nervous, you don't love what you're doing. You know, you got to have that fear of failure, that fear of letting those down around you.
The following week, Marchiol took to Mountaineer Field in his first ever start, and he delivered in a big way, knocking off Texas Tech 20-13, a team WVU hadn't beaten since 2018. But winning isn't unknown to Nicco Marchiol. In his senior year of high school, he led his team to an 11-1 record and won Player of the Year in the state of Arizona. His impact in guiding the team to 2 wins will not be forgotten, and his future is bright. I'm Andrew Corbett, reporting for Mountaineer Playbook.
Despite Marchiol's impressive performance at the Backyard Brawl, quarterback Garrett Green led WVU to its biggest win of the season against TCU on September 30th. But don't count out Marchiol just yet. Football is in his blood, literally. Number 8 is the son of former NFL linebacker Ken Marchiol, who played for the Saints and 49ers. Only time will tell if Marchiol was just having beginner's luck. Riley, back to you at the Waterfront Studio.
Thanks, Kira. The Mountaineer swim and dive teams are gearing up for their fast approaching season, and they will have some key returners in the pool and on the diving platform. Patrick McCabe explains.
Coming off their 3rd and 4th place team finishes at last year's Big 12 Swim and Dive Championships, the Mountaineers look to continue with some key returners in the pool and on the platform. I spoke with head coach Vic Riggs about his thoughts after their first inter-squad meet of the season.
Well, I really enjoyed the energy. I thought we have a really good program, and we got a lot of solid kids. We've got some work to do. We just talked about that in the team meeting after the meet, but at the end of the day, I saw some really good things today, saw some things we need to work on and we can improve.
Blaine Stewart has become one of the team stars on the diving platform. He competes on all levels 1 through 10 meter, but his specialty is men's platform, which is the 10 meter. He spoke about his goals for this season and what he wants to do, as it's the last year in the conference for a certain powerhouse.
Well, since Texas, this is their last year here, I really want to make a good impression. I'd love to make top 3 again, just to get a good impression from Texas. 3 meter, I'd love to make the finals again.
Loriaga is one of the many stars on this year's team. Senior swimmer Paige Dressel has been at WVU all 4 years, and she spoke about how she's assumed a leadership role on this year's team.
So I said this yesterday at our team banquet during our speech. It's primarily not being the best from day one, but ultimately every day putting in the work ethic and growing that will make you the best you can be.
Both Loriaga and Dressel will look to be vital parts of this year's squad as they strive for both their first individual and a collective first Big 12 championship for WVU. I'm Patrick McCabe reporting for Mountaineer Playbook.
The men's team was able to take home 1st place, while the women finished 2nd overall behind Marshall at the West Virginia State Games, held back on October 7th at the Milan Park Aquatic Center right here in Morgantown. You can catch the Mountaineers next at home on November 16th through the 18th for the WVU Invitational.
Imagine coming here to the Mountain State to play college volleyball, all the way from Puerto Rico. Well, that's exactly what libero Camila Kovas has done. I have the story about this 5'6" defensive specialist on why she chose West Virginia as her new home. 1,678 miles stretch from San Juan to Morgantown, and that's the journey that Camila Kovas made to play for the Mountaineers. The 5th-year senior libero transferred into WVU from South Carolina, and she has immediately become a vocal leader.
I'm always communicating, always talking. Even if it's like the most simple drill ever, I'm always like communicating with my teammates, calling the ball, going for balls. I think that was one of the biggest aspects of being a leader and having leadership. And then when we're in a game, just like being that person that stays motivated when things get tough.
Kovas started playing volleyball in her home country of Puerto Rico at the age of 6. And now, after 4 collegiate seasons with the Gamecocks, she has become a new star on the back line for West Virginia. Camila Kovas has not played like a newcomer for West Virginia this season, with her 4 years of experience for the South Carolina Gamecocks. However, this season for WVU, she leads the team in digs defensively, and her impact goes beyond the court.
She came here with high recommendations. I had people contacted me and told me about her that, you can't miss with her. And it's true. I mean, she's a great volleyball player, but even a better person.
Kovas won over head coach Reed Sunahara and has grown up in her final season of college volleyball, because now she's more than just a great defender. She's a motivator and a leader.
So on the court, I'm just trying to keep my teammates pumped. Like, they make a mistake, it doesn't matter. Go for the next ball.
But with South Carolina in the past, Kovas wants to be herself and be the best player possible for the Mountaineers.
That's who I am right now, just trying to play my game, be the best I can be for this team.
Her newest goal, getting wins here in the Coliseum. And Riley, Kovas is the only athlete on any WVU varsity team to hail from Puerto Rico.
Zach, many of us have played volleyball at one time or another, but how many have tried disc golf?
There are at least 4 million players across the world who play disc golf regularly, and now you can too. Ryan Darty has more.
Cooper's Rock is the largest state forest in West Virginia with over 12,000 acres of land. Now, 71 of those acres will be home to a new 18-hole disc golf course. Players in the Morgantown area are excited to play the new course because of its uniqueness.
It's a little rougher, which is sometimes more fun, but for people that are a little less experienced, it's going to be trickier. But it's going to be, when it's finished, a much harder course and a lot more challenging.
Construction of the course began in 2020 and is led by the Morgantown Mountain Goats Disc Golf Club. The first 9 holes opened in 2022 and the back 9 just opened in late August of this year. Club manager Nick Bicey says they still have some work to do in 2024 before the course is fully complete.
So T-pads are next on the list, but as far as other work that needs to happen out there, I mean, there's still lots of weed eating for briars. Stuff falls every day out there, so there's lots of sticks and limbs and cleanup stuff that still needs to happen.
The Cooper's Rock course is the third in Morgantown, joining the 9-hole course at the WVU Rec Center and the 18-hole course at the Dorsey's Knob Park. The growth of disc golf has led to an average of 4.3 courses being built per day in 2022 around the world.
According to UDisc, there was a 10% increase in players who recorded a round of disc golf in 2022, up to 1.2 million people.
New players in the Morgantown area are encouraged to check out the Morgantown Mountain Goats Disc Golf Club to connect with other players and to participate in events, leagues, and tournaments. I'm Ryan Darty, reporting for Mountaineer Playbook.
Disc golf is played like traditional golf, but with a variety of discs. Riley, you can play disc golf for free at Cooper's Rock.
That looks like fun, Zach. Well, coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, WVU Esports has some new role models. I'll introduce you to them.
And do you seek adventure? Stay tuned. We'll take you night ziplining. Straight ahead.
I'm Riley Mackmore, and coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, WVU Esports is introducing a team the country has never seen before.
Mountaineers know. Really means let's try. Let's create. Let's explore. And let's do it all together.
Competitive multiplayer video game competitions, otherwise known as esports, have become extremely popular in recent years. And WVU is breaking the glass ceiling in esports.
For the first time, an all-female esports team will be competing. I sat down with these women to find out what challenges they face.
Wow.
There's going to be
Since its conception in 2021, the WVU esports teams have grown to be some of the best in the country, even winning a CRL championship in 2023. And now, the team is making history by being the first collegiate program in the country to have an all-female varsity Rocket League team.
One of my friends competed in a women's league and told me to compete with her, but I didn't think I was good enough, so I said no at first. And when I actually watched it for the first time, I felt like I really wanted to be a part of it.
Emma Kroll will be joining Kira O'Connor and Kayla Hira Roberts in esports competitions this year after winning the College Carball Association Summer Series Championship.
For us, we're just kind of hoping that we can not just help collegiate, but help K through 12 young women kind of come out of their shells and be able to see and participate in esports later on in life.
Since its rise in popularity, esports has been mostly inaccessible to women. Even now, none of the top 300 earners in professional esports are women, despite the fact that esports is expected to gross $3.9 billion this year.
Unfortunately, all of these women have received negative comments on their esports Discord page, but these ladies aren't going to let that stop them.
It'll be almost every day or something like that. I'll be playing 6-mans or just a game, and I'll be called like a name just because I'm a female. And it's definitely a struggle, but you got to just kind of learn to push past it.
The representation of women in esports at WVU doesn't just stop with this team. Currently, WVU is working on adding another all-female team with their Valorant varsity team.
And not only is esports a sport at WVU, students can also earn a bachelor's degree in esports business and entertainment. And here's one more fun fact. 48% of gamers in America are now women.
Now those are some incredible role models, Riley. Well, have you ever gone ziplining? How about at night? It sounds pretty cool to me.
I have, Zach, but never at night. To tell us more, Patrick McCabe is here in the studio with his segment, Finding Adventure. Patrick?
Thanks, Riley. Zach, where adrenaline knows no bounds, Adventure West Virginia is rewriting the rules of thrill seeking while we bring you the story about nocturnal escapades like no other. Elizabeth Carey has more.
According to Zola.com, commercial ziplines across the U.S. host about 70 million rides every year. At Adventure West Virginia Zipline, they've decided to take things up a notch.
Even if you've gone on a zipline tour in the daytime, night tours are a completely different experience. They're just so exciting. Even being a guide, every time I get to lead a night tour, I get excited.
Nestled in the Appalachian wilderness is Adventure West Virginia's Canopy Tour. When the sun sets and the forest awakens, a daring few take off down the zipline into the night. Adventure West Virginia has been hosting night ziplining since 2021, making this their third season of flying under the night sky.
Ziplining in general, you have that inherent risk, moving at high speeds at height. That's what people enjoy about it. That is the risk that you can't take out of it that is ever present. And so being able to look at night, it's an interesting conversation because there's a lot more on our end from a risk management standpoint that we have to think about and handle that maybe participants don't think about.
At Adventure West Virginia, Canopy Tour participants are always given a helmet, a harness, and gloves. However, for nighttime tours, Canopy Tour participants are also given a glow stick here to identify their lanyards, as well as here to identify the hard point on their harness. Enrollment is open for night tours at Adventure West Virginia through October and November, so be sure to register if you're looking to redefine what it means to chase the stars. I'm Elizabeth Carey, reporting for Mountaineer Playbook.
Looks like an exciting evening for those who are willing to try it. You can reserve spots for the night zip at the address at the bottom of your screen. And in case you are a thrill seeker, there are over 400 commercial zip lines in the United States alone. Zip lines can also be found worldwide in 72 countries. Riley, Zach, back to you.
Thanks, Patrick. Riley, did you know you can burn around 230 calories for ziplining for only 30 minutes?
No, I didn't, Zach. But exercise of any kind fits in with our next story that encourages kids from West Virginia to get moving.
This marks the 9th year of Day of Play, when athletes join forces to show kids that physical activity can be fun. Kira Nadzadi explains.
In the Milan Elementary School gymnasium, around 50 children were given a chance to let out some energy with athletes from WVU. Several activity stations were set up to help educate kids on how to have fun while staying healthy.
I think for them it's a great experience too, just to not only basketball, but they can do so many different things out here, and I think it's good for everybody.
Get Moving Inc. was established in 2014 in response to increasing rates of child obesity in West Virginia. According to the CDC, obesity can put kids at risk for high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and coronary heart disease. Members from 9 different WVU sports teams all came together to help out at this children's event. Even the Mountaineer himself came to show his support.
Dr. Elizabeth Opp, a professor at WVU, founded the Get Moving Mini Day of Play in an effort to improve the health condition of the children in West Virginia.
We had so many athletes here today, which shows the purpose of why the athletes know how important it is to come into the community. And so I wish we had more kids to show them that there's so many sports that you can get involved with. And if you want to do it, you can do it.
At the end of the Get Moving event, the children got the chance to sing Country Roads together and received autographs from the WVU athletes who took the time to volunteer for a good cause. I'm Kira Nadzadi, reporting for Mountaineer Playbook.
This event provides a great opportunity for kids to step away from the screen and find more physical ways to have fun. To learn more, you can visit the address listed at the bottom of your screen.
About 30% of children get the flu each year, and that's why doctors say now is the time to get your flu shot.
To motivate others to get the vaccine, our very own Mountaineer mascot, Michael Hager, got his flu shot recently. Through November, WVU will have pop-up clinics all around campus for students and faculty to get their flu shot for free. And with 9 million Americans contracting the flu this time of year, doctors say everyone should get the vaccine. It's important to note that the vaccine only lasts around 6 months. You can schedule your flu shot at participating locations like Walmart, CVS, or Walgreens. And most flu shots are free with insurance.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of Mountaineer Playbook, our sports magazine show where we dive into inspiring stories of coaches, players, and passionate fans who make the sports world truly remarkable. I'm Riley McAmoyle.
And I'm Zach Anderson. Please like and follow our page on Facebook at Mountaineer Playbook. Don't miss the chance to celebrate the heart and soul of the game with us next time on Mountaineer Playbook.